right, we are on the air, and
live and direct.
it was a journey. We had to wait for Pierre, y'all. No, I ain't gonna say that. We had to wait for my technical difficulties, so I do apologize. My bad tonight, folks.
We live and direct once again. Yes, we shall proceed.
Good evening, Margaret. Thank you guys for being so good. But we are live now. Margaret in the house.
Margaret Nick. Yes,
Margaret.
yes.
Hey, Margaret. What's up, Margaret?
Appreciate you.
Happy day with you.
Margaret, we love you.
Grant.
So look, we're gonna dive right into it since we was a little late tonight. We already 20 minutes behind. My God.
Yes, indeed.
Joanne Jenkins, we love you. We love you. Q.
Kimberly,
Peace and love.
welcome to you as well. On Robert Clark. Hi, Joanne.
Join the Valiant Night Brothers, Sir Aden, Sir Leonard and Sir Equivian, as they embark on a noble quest to spread the word about the benefits of intermittent fasting. As modern-day warriors on a mission to promote health, wellness, and longevity, they will share their wisdom, tips, to help viewers conquer their own personal.
Thank you, Ngozi. Ngozi, my girl.
Yes,
I like to
indeed.
meet her.
Night Brothers Intermittent Fasting.
Welcome to the Night Brothers Intermittent Fasting Show. We are live every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern on our Facebook and YouTube channels. Our show covers subjects related to fasting, dieting, nutrition, exercising, health, fun, and even social topics. So plug us into your weekly schedule, invite a friend, and
All right, fellas, thank y'all, audience,
Join in.
for waiting to get with us tonight. Oh my God. Blame it all on me, but I got the brothers for y'all. I got Mr. Wallace over here to my right. Y'all shout out, say what's up, Armand. I got Mr. Command Sergeant Major. Audience, y'all welcome Command Sergeant Major to the show.
Yeah.
I got Mr. Kenny Adams on the show tonight, y'all.
What up, my people?
Okay.
I got Mr. Pierre Park up there in the top right corner, and I got my two brothers, Arden Smith and Equavian Knight, on the show tonight. We got a packed house tonight, and we're proud to be here, y'all. Hope y'all feeling good. What's up,
Yes,
brothers?
indeed. Feeling absolutely
What's up, my
fantastic.
Man, what's
How about
going on?
yourself?
fellas?
What's going on, family?
Yeah.
Greg Cookie Harris, what's up, my brother? Danny Nutter, all the way from Cali. What's up, my brother?
Kelly. Welcome.
Big Cali.
What's going on, Cheryl? Awesome birthday party, Queen.
Absolutely.
So if y'all out there, check in like these folks are doing. Dietrich Henson is checking in.
What's up,
peace
DJ?
and
What's up,
love.
Chris?
Gregory Harris is checking in.
What's up, Greg?
What's up, cuz? What's going on, Gregory?
Mr. Nutter.
Hey, brother, good seeing you guys another night. Danny Nutter.
Yep, Margaret, we got the whole crew tonight. Nothing but.
Maroon.
Full house.
What's up,
Yes,
Mark?
yes.
So look, it's a power pack show tonight, but we want to remind you that you can watch the show also live on YouTube. So if you wanted to jump over to YouTube right now, you can watch us live. Or if your friends don't do Facebook, tell them they can watch on YouTube every Tuesday, same time.
Right.
Just another channel. We adding channels, baby. We're adding channels, Q.
Yes, sir.
So that's all good too. And it's more to come. You're right, Arden. There's more to come. So let's keep it moving, fellas. Let's keep it moving.
Let's do it.
All right. Night Brothers Intimate Fashion Show every Tuesday, right here on Facebook Live and YouTube. What's up, Arden?
You know, this is where healthy is the new sexy, baby. This is where we are, for sure.
Hey, Arden, you know what I wanted to ask you all we've been on here 3 years now. I wanted to ask you, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who your favorite on the screen, bro? Come on, man. Who your favorite on the screen? Who your favorite on the screen?
That dark-skinned girl in the corner.
Pierre, what you say?
Ain't had no problem with the
old down body.
The one with the orange bikini on?
No, with the brown bikini.
The real deal is lady.
On the bottom left.
Ladies,
the darker the berry.
Ladies, who's your favorite on the screen? Just be for real. You can say Arden if you want to, but that's up to you. You know what I mean? Because he is on the screen. I'm going to get out of here before we get in trouble. Before we get in trouble, Command Sergeant Major, let me keep it moving.
Top right corner. That chocolate. I like that chocolate.
Oh, no, family. Hey, you know, this is a live chat. You know, you guys can join on in. You know, you got any questions, any concerns, feel free, put it in the chat. And we will definitely try to get to answering your questions about anything and everything. Your comments matter a lot.
That's it.
Yes, sir. I want to welcome Kimberly Walker to the show. Welcome Bonda. Welcome Keith Cobra to the show. Welcome Oscar Kidd to the show.
Keith Cobra
welcome Lisa to the show. So welcome, guys.
Welcome.
Hey, y'all, we want to thank y'all for getting your black seed oil, too, because the black seed oil is definitely helping buy this. For y'all, those that got the black seed oil, just type in the chat group what's up so the other folks can know. And I'm going to let them know what's up while you chatting in
the Night Brothers show promotes black seed oil, the perfect addition to your daily health routine. Black seed oil and pills are made with high-quality pure seeds and is 100% natural cold-pressed and unrefined. Packed with anti-inflammatory properties and more, black seed oil helps the immune system, weight control, healthy skin, hair, and improve overall well-being. Buying from our Amazon link helps the growth and success of the show, allowing us to bring you informative and entertaining content. Don't wait, start improving your health today. Order from the Night Brothers Amazon link and experience the many benefits of black seed oil.
So if you want to get your black seed oil, just use this link right here. Go to tinyurl.com/KB black seed oil. Just get your black seed oil. I mean, look, we're trying to help you out. We want to help you with your fasting. And the things that we're going to bring to you will help your fasting results. And it's not even if you're fasting, it's just going to help your overall health. Melody got her black seed oil.
All right, Melanie.
Who else got their black seed oil? Just type a one in the chat group.
Got hers.
Green. I got mine. I bought another one too myself as I was running out.
Absolutely. So if you want more information about it, just go to the link right there.
Yeah, I bought some.
You are tinyurl.com
I've been taking it about a week now.
Dash black seed.
Pierre got his, and
Joanne got hers.
Q, a friend of mine called me up today, and they want to talk to you about what's on tap. And her name is Linda Lean. So check out Linda, man.
Equavian, I'm ready for a nice tasty beverage. What do you have that our audience would love to sip on throughout the show? So what's on tap tonight, Mr. Fastmaster? I hope we can count on you to deliver up something to quench my thirst.
You better quench that lady thirst, Q.
Oh my God.
You better quench that lady thirst, Q.
You know, I'm ready to take care of that right now. First thing we have on tonight, tasty beverage on tap. Our first beverage on tap tonight will be the following. We'll be talking the Marty Hayes Award with our co-host Kenny Adams, and it's going to be a tasty beverage, guys. You better believe that. After that, the late tasty beverage on tap.
Hold on, Q. Hold on, Q. I got to interrupt you. I got to. Vonda said, "Oh wow, Mr. Fastmaster."
You know, Q, that's gonna stick.
You already know.
Oh man. Autumn laughing at you and laughing at the Q, Mr. Fastmaster. But look, he is Mr. Fastmaster. Brother lost 100 pounds. That's right, Greg. Y'all start calling Q Mr. Fastmaster. If you want to call Q Fastmaster, we can just call him Fastmaster from here on out. Everybody type Fastmaster.
80% fasting, 20% exercise, 100% healthy, baby.
Oh man.
Yes. Yes.
Take it from the Fastmaster.
Sorry about that, Q. Sorry about that, man. I had to call you out. She said, what she said? I thought it was only a fast and walking. All right, Q. Carry on, man. Sorry about interrupting you.
Oh, he fast and walking too.
I think they like that name, Q. I think they like the name. I think we got a new name.
Ass Master Q.
Y'all must have seen the picture.
That's been his name for a while now.
All right, Q, carry on. My bad.
Black people will give you another name. That's what we do.
So, Q, what's up? What's the next drink, my brother?
Waiting on you. The tasty beverage number 2, when you get around to it, is our feature, KBS feature interview. And we're going to talk about a product that some may not know about it, but if you don't, you need to know about it. We always strive to bring you stuff that only help your health. In this case, we're going to be talking about a product called Spirulina. And it's going to tell you what it is and what it can do for you and how you can get it. That's our feature tonight, Spirulina. And then finally, tasty beverage number 3. We're running a little late tonight, but we're going to get to it anyway. Tasty beverage number 3, we're going to touch on something that's a little more in the fun lane. We're going to talk about the KBS Night Brothers Cruise.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
Let's get ready to rumble!
The cruise, we don't want y'all to miss the cruise.
It's not too late, and we're going to break down some fun facts about cruising and what you can expect when you're rolling with the Night Brothers on a cruise.
All right, my
yes,
brother.
sir.
All right. All right. Well, look, tonight we got Child Please. We alternate Child Please and Social Speaking. And tonight, Kenny gonna take it from here, brother. Go on, tell him what's up, Kenny.
Today's Child Please is just yet another example of what's going on right under our noses, right? Things that we don't hear on TV, on national, doesn't get national attention. This week, Child Please goes to Kansas State legislator Daniel Hawkins. Wait till you hear this story about this dude, what he did. These are the things that, again, we're blindsided. We're overwhelmed with like basketball players doing things and other things doing things. But these things that really mean a lot to us, that affects us every day, this is what they hide. Here it is. Good evening, my people. Today's Child Please. This week's topic can go either way depending on your beliefs. Last week, Kansas became the 19th state to ban transgender athletes from women's sports. All right, I know you said we all heard about this before, but we're going to put a little bit of flavor on it. Kansas State House Speaker Daniel Hawkins is said to have been instrumental to a part of the anti-LGBTQ bill that would include, check this out, forced genital inspections for all children in order for them to play sports. I'm going to say that one more time. Forced genital inspections for all children to play sports. Take a look at this video. We're going to come back and talk about it on the other side. Back to you, Lenny.
All right, we're gonna definitely talk about this because when Kenny, when you brought this to me about forced genital inspections, let's just watch the video. It's confusing as hell, but
it is.
But we got to talk about it. Let's check it out.
Kansas lawmakers are closer now to passing a ban on transgender athletes being able to compete in women's and girls' state-sponsored sports. But even if you're not transgender, experts say this ban could affect you too. KIC senior political reporter Pilar Pedraza is here to explain that. Pilar.
Well, as with most things, it comes down to money. And political analysts tell us that passing a ban now, before we know if federal law will let bans stand, could be an expensive proposition.
In addition to being forced to give up our awards and our titles and our opportunities, the NCAA forced female swimmers to share a locker room with Thomas, a 6'4", 22-year-old male equipped with and exposing male genitalia.
They came from around the country and across the state.
She'll be forced into a puberty that she does not want, but that she's going to feel tortured and trapped within her own body as her voice deepens and her facial hair grows. That's for her own good that she's going to grow up to hate herself, and looking in the mirror will cause her more pain than you can ever imagine.
Sharing their perspectives as athletes, transgender women, parents, and doctors with Kansas lawmakers for a second time this year, a second year in a row, on a plan to ban transgender athletes from competing in state-sponsored sports from kindergarten through college.
The rules of the game change when playing co-ed sports because you're playing with biological males who are on average, taller, faster, and stronger.
Last year, the governor vetoed an almost identical proposed ban, and the Kansas House was unable to overturn that veto. This year, the ban has already passed the House with a veto-proof majority, and the Senate Education Committee Tuesday advanced the bill to the full Senate for debate. Some, from opponents to political analysts, call this move legislative overreach, almost a power grab by lawmakers, when the sports organizations like CASA already have regulations in place on when transgender athletes can compete.
And for the legislature to just cancel that and say, no, you don't know what you're doing, we're going to legislate this instead, is a big change in governance.
If Kansas approves this ban, it would become the 19th state to do so. Several of those states are already involved in expensive and long-lasting lawsuits over the legislation.
I think you can make a strong argument for waiting. First of all, if the lawsuits are brought in federal court, they would presumably apply to all the states.
And Dr. Smith says this time we're not seeing the threats of pulling out of competitions from groups like the NCAA like we have in previous years when other transgender issues have come up. He says that's because so many states are looking at these athletic bans that boycotts have simply become too logistically difficult to pull off. Pilar Pedraza, KIC News, on your side.
So let me see if I can kind of get my mind wrapped around this, Kenny.
Yes, it's a lot.
So, it is a lot, and it's had a lot of angles to this, man. Thank God you going digging deep and find the stories, man, that's affecting children, affecting our youth and everything. So Kansas, it's a athletic board in the state of Kansas that already has a rule about this, but the state is intervening to ban this thing from kindergarten to the 12th grade. And this guy in the legislature, Daniel Hawkins, wants the rule to include checking people's genitals. Did I frame it up right, Kenny? Or
pretty much, you hit it on the head. I'm sitting here and I'm reading the comments, like from Vonda Breast Franklin and Rosie Goddard Grant. I feel you on that. Even though we're in a time where you can represent whatever gender, however you feel about yourself. But playing a woman's sports, you are still a man. It's so confusing. There's just so much going on with this whole topic that it's just a lot. It's a lot. But at the end of the day, you're still a man in a woman's sport.
So Kenny, we're gonna start with you, brother, with the first question, because you start. But what is your take on just from the first transgender participation, female athletes? Is this cool, not cool, or just crazy as hell? Help us out, brother.
I'm leaning to crazy as hell because you want to respect everybody's wishes of what they want to be, of what gender they want to represent. representing. If you want to be a woman, okay, you want to play in women's sports, but the fact still remains, you are still a man. So I see both sides of it. I respect everybody's choice to be what they want to be, what they want to be represented as. But at the end of the day, if you look at it, you're still a man playing a woman's sport. So it's just so up in the air. It's just a lot going on with it. But this guy, Daniel Hawkins, is really pushing the issue.
Yeah, he pushing the envelope big time, especially with, you
envelope
already
big
got one issue about, men playing with women, calling themselves men, which is already
Right.
kind of, gray area and everything else. Yeah, Micheline said that's just crazy as hell. Autumn said the same thing. Not my children. She said that's just crazy as hell.
No doubt.
Arden, let's swing your way and talk about is the ban on transgender athletes the overreach by organizations that already have rules. Talk to us a little bit about this whole situation. What's your thoughts, bro?
Well, I mean, I know that's the question, but the added piece to this question is the overreach. But really, what the overreach is when somebody's really trying to go down and look at some child's genitalia. When you already have record, if he's in a school or whatever else, you have a record of who that person is. So to even think that you're going to check somebody, what you need to check them every week, that's crazy. I mean, that part is absolutely insane. The fact of legislating something that people are trying to process right now, I don't know the rules independently and what they are, but I do feel like it's kind of tough when you send somebody in as a man, especially when you start talking about combat sports or absolutely physical sports. It's a little different. It's a little different than Yeah, he is a dirty old man. You are absolutely right.
I thought that too, Rosie, because
that is the problem.
Yeah.
You got a whole bunch of old dirty men that want to check some children. I don't know, man. It just seems odd to me. Q, what say you?
Well, I'm going to look at this from a whole different perspective and try to and maybe enlighten in some regards and to inform in others. The state legislature is to ban transgender participation before even letting a national ruling take place. And is it right or wrong? That's the question. Well, there's a couple of ways to look at this. First of all, this is coming from something that is a backlash from Republicans, and I don't want to politicize the whole thing, but there's this anti-woke movement that seems to be spreading across the nation. And it's spearheaded by several Republicans, such as the governor of Florida, who has this anti-woke legislation that he's passing in the state of Florida, and it's spreading across the nation. And in that sense, it means that anything that they deem as of a woke variety, they want to deal with that. And that includes something called, I don't know how many of you are familiar with it. Kenny, you may be familiar with this, something called Title IX. If you guys have never heard of Title IX deals with having athletic scholarships available to female athletes. And the thing that's confusing about this Title IX thing, is does this touch on taking scholarships away from female athletes when you're transgender? And that's a very, very interesting question and a way of looking at this. So I understand why some people may be offended at this, but it's something that's real and something that has to be dealt with. Can that male who's been born as a male, who's transgender, now be looked at as a female athlete and compete in female athletics under the Title IX provision, which is there. And those who are not familiar with that, you need to do some homework on this.
I'm gonna tell you, I never thought. I hear you, Q, but I just never thought I'd see that day come. Look, I'm gonna shift over to my two military brothers that got strong military backgrounds, a lot of structure in the military, and Armand and Roger. Can y'all help? Have they gone too far with this? And how did, because I know y'all had dealt with some of this when females was coming into the military. Some, a cousin to this anyway. You know what I mean? A spinoff of this. This is definitely a really far reach. But what's your thoughts on this? I'm gonna start with you, Omar.
Well, this is how I feel about that, Lenny. I disagree with the guy wanting to put checks in place. That makes no sense at all. But I can say this. If you remember the movie Juwanna Mann,
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't
Definitely.
agree with a transgender participating in athletics like that against women.
Yeah.
Suppose my daughter decided she wanted to box. There's no way that she could go toe to toe with another man. I just disagree with that, period. As far as the military is concerned, it's an uncomfortable feeling when you know you have to go to combat and train with something like this. That don't ask, don't tell that Clinton had. I was against that from the beginning, and I just don't agree with it. What do you think, Rod?
Well, the don't ask, don't tell was talking about the sexual preference. So that's a whole different story. Now, this is not complicated. I don't even know why everybody's spinning their wheels on this. What do you have to do? Everybody on here has been an athlete. And what do you have to do before you can play any sports? You have to get a physical. So the doctor don't already check them out, so you know who got what before the kid even come to the field. You don't need to do none of this extra BS. It's already been done. And it's been done legally by somebody certified to do it. Now, on the other hand, I'm going to draw y'all attention to this. 6 months ago, in a low-level UFC fight, a transgender entered the ring and fought against a champ. The beating that he put on this young lady, her career is ended. The jaw was fractured and the rib was cracked. Now, see, here's my thing. One of y'all already said it. A woman can't generate the same power as a man. Now, was that fair for her? She had beaten every woman that came up to her. And this guy comes in here and ends his career, ends her career. The way she make her money. These are the dangerous factors that we have to look into when we're trying to change these rules. To me, it's not about where he came from or where she came from. It's the danger factor, especially when you're dealing with a sport. That's my point.
When I was studying this, and
combat.
And Arden was talking to Arden about this earlier before we did a little bit show preparation. He said the same thing Vonda said. So what? LeBron James can just retire from the NBA in a couple of years and say, "Oh, I'm now identified as a female, so I want to go play in the WNBA."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fact.
Play another 20 years.
That's fact. That's Title IX. That's fact.
This is Title IX that I'm talking about. That's why I said you need to go back and revisit Title IX and see what Title IX is talking about. And you'll have a better understanding of this whole issue.
Pierre, last question for you on this aspect, because there's so many different ways we could have discussed this topic, but females athletes are forced, because the lady in the video says she's forced to share the locker room with biological male transgenders, fully exposed, sacks hanging and everything else, just, you know what I mean, just Bernie Macing them, you know what I mean? Yeah. So what do you say about this? Help us out, brother. Help us out. Help me out.
First of all, I disagree with, I think it's an invasion of somebody's privacy. If you come up with some type of law like that, who's going to be one something? Just like Marquez already said, you had certified doctors, who like almost every, athlete or every organization, you gotta, like Marquez said, you gotta get a physical, because they already know. I've had a situation like that where I wind up helping she was a female, but she turned into a male, and she was competing in the bodybuilding show. And I had my issues with it. I was like, is she really gonna be able to compete against these guys and all that? So what I see is like, okay, you got the guys, you got the girls competing against the guys. And that that ain't gonna work, because a guy is 30% stronger in the upper body than a woman. pretty much it's just how we're made that way by God Almighty. Then you got the other way, this athlete that I was working with, she turned into a guy and she competed in the show and she competed with them. But they did, she, I don't know what she did, some type of print or something, because, when you're looking at people's legs, you're going to see a print, So I don't know how it worked out, but she competed and actually did okay. She didn't win the thing, but, in her eyes and in her mind, she's a guy now. And so I had to switch from, what I used to call her to what I call him. So I don't know. I guess you have to look at every individual case as it is, and make your decisions from there. But just coming up with a rule across the board, that doesn't make sense either.
Well, I'll tell you, Pierre, we are, thanks for your commentary. We are in a very precarious situation in the United States, the way freedoms and liberties are being judged and evaluated. And I think, we just, somebody told me, look, the Bible says in the last days and times, all of these types of crazy things will come about. And we need Jesus. That's all I'm going to say. And we're going to keep it moving.
Hey, let me ask you a quick question. Anybody, nobody would have a problem until that whatever gender started winning. And I'm going to just sum it up there. Bottom line is that nobody would have a problem until that gender or that whatever gender person started winning.
Amen.
In anything.
Amen.
Title 9.
All right, Night Brothers Show. We're going to keep it moving tonight. We're going to talk about the powerful, in our feature, we're going to talk about the powerful benefits of what's called a superfood. So now, if you ever looked up spirulina, if you ever did any research on this, it's called a superfood. And there's several superfoods that's out because a superfood is something that it's like overwhelmingly have a number of benefits and has amazing results on the human body. So we're going to explore the powerful benefits of what's called spirulina is how you pronounce it. We're going to take a look at this video on spirulina, and then we're going to dive into it, brothers. All right, and we're going to talk all about the super blue-green algae, superfood of spirulina.
Here's a healthy superfood to add to your diet. Believe it or not, it's spirulina. Spirulina is a type of blue-green algae, known for its impressive nutritional content that can be found in freshwater lakes, rivers, and ponds. Don't freak out just yet. One major advantage is that it is densely packed with essential nutrients. It contains vitamins, minerals, and plant-based protein, all of which are important for our bodies to function properly. It's high in antioxidants, which can help protect us from damage caused by free radicals. It may help lower cholesterol levels, improve blood sugar control, and even boost the immune system. I know you're impressed, but there's more, so stick around. Studies have shown that it can increase muscle strength and endurance, potentially improving athletic performance. It may also help with weight loss by reducing appetite. Who doesn't want to lose a couple pounds? Another impressive benefit is its potential to lower cholesterol and blood pressure levels. A much better option than big pharma chemicals. One of my favorite all-time benefits of spirulina is how it almost alleviates allergies in most people. Everyone knows how allergies can turn an amazing day into a nightmare. So how can you add this superfood spirulina to your diet? Well, you can try adding it to your smoothies, or it's also available in a vitamin form. Another great benefit is its anti-inflammatory properties. As we all know, chronic inflammation can lead to a whole range of health problems. Studies have shown that it may help reduce inflammation and help prevent or manage conditions like arthritis and asthma. Since it's full of protein, it helps build and repair tissues in our bodies. For vegetarians and vegans, or pegans like the great Dr. Mark Hyman would say, it can be a great way to add protein to their diets without relying on animal products. As with any new supplement or dietary change, it's important to start slowly and pay attention to how your body reacts. I know you found value in this video, so please like and check out the next one on N-acetylcysteine. You will be more than blown away of what it can do.
All right. All right, let's dive into spirulina. Q, I'm going to start off with you because this might be kind of foreign to a lot of folks. So you might have to just give them a little information, Q, because we're trying to bring like great products to couple with fasting and couple with people's health. So can you tell people what the heck spirulina is, what it's all about? Can you start there?
Sure. Spirulina is it's a natural product that's found in fresh waters and ponds and lakes and rivers. It's a blue-green algae, and it contains so many incredible benefits, vitamins and nutrients that are good for the body. It contains like 60% protein. And we're going to break, I don't want to step on other people's parts, but I want you to know those things that are involved with spirulina and how it's processed. It's processed, it can be pulled out of ponds and lakes and fresh rivers through a filtering process. And it's going to be formed in ribbons, maybe like spaghetti ribbons you might look at. It can be processed in powder or pill form. And the thing is, it has so many wonderful properties, which are going to be broken down later on by the fellows that follow. But I want you to know that spirulina is a superfood, and it can be put in our smoothies and things of that nature. And we're going to break down these parts without stepping on other people's parts as we move forward. So let's move on to the next screen for people. Next screen for people.
Absolutely, brother. We're going to bring up Command Sergeant Major to break down the next aspects of spirulina. Command Sergeant Major, won't you talk about the technicals of spirulina, you know, some of the chemical compounds and things of what it's made of. Won't you help folks out, brother?
Well, spirulina contains essential nutrients, omega-3, 6, vitamins B, B12, C, E, iron, protein, calcium, magnesium, and potassium, which helps fight anemia and inflammation. And what we don't understand or what we don't realize is other cultures have been using spirulina for food for many centuries. This is not nothing new. You know, back in 1969, when they was bringing this stuff over, Big Pharma got FDA to not approve spirulina. So y'all didn't know that. But what happened was the product was so good and it was so healthy for the people that they grandfathered it in. And that's when they start making products like the pills, such as Quavy answered earlier, talked about earlier. Also, spirulina now is not only found in fresh water, it's found in salt water as well, because it's found in Hawaii. And we know that's an island, you know, surrounded by a bunch of salt water. They have very few freshwater things in there. But the problem with spirulina, when people first see it, they say, ew, because it looked like mold. And then when they realize that it is a cyanide bacteria, that first part, cyanide, what that sound like?
Sound like poison, right?
Poison. Sound like poison, absolutely. But, and another thing, you know, it is a single cell bacteria, which means what? It's a living bacteria. Actually, it's one of the oldest living bacteria in the world. But just like Quavy said, the benefits of this stuff is off the chart. You know, get some, drink some, you know, in the morning and go on about your day. You know, we got the Mix Maxer right there at Arden. He can tell you how to make your smoothies and whatnot and just get it done and go on to the next question.
Absolutely. And then, so we're going to bring Arden up to talk about the aspects of vegan and vegetarian, but not just those, Arden. It's just powerful, powerful information about that you need to share with folks. So why don't you start off with number one, my brother?
Definitely. I would say spirulina is a superfood's superfood. I mean, it basically delivers more protein per gram than almost any other protein food source. And yes, that means even meat. And, you know, realistically, you know, unless you're eating it almost raw, you're going to cook away a lot of the stuff that you really need from that anyway. So, and, really, you're getting protein. I always tell people you're getting the protein from the second level source if you're eating the meat, because most of the things that you're talking about, they eat spirulina, pretty much the chlorophyll from the grass, and you eat the protein from that in the second generation. But this protein is highly concentrated, which is a good clean source, for vegetarians, but for anybody, for everybody's diet. You should take, some sort of type of spirulina, because most of us aren't getting enough green nutrients in our bodies every day. So it should be, used to back your meat source and how we generally process food, but definitely for vegetarians, utilize it for extra protein in a concentrated form. I don't cook my spirulina, just to be flat out, because I want it in the rawest form and in the purest form, so I can take it in and absorb it. So if you have a problem with the taste, because it does have a little taste to it, it's really good and convenient to take it in the pill form.
All right, let me ask you this, because a lot of people, when they eat meat, they say because it's a source of protein, highest source of protein. But that's not true. Spirulina is the highest form of protein that man can eat. And by the time you get your meat and you cook a lot of it, you're cooking out some of the protein that's supposedly be in meat. So should people supplement their diet with this, even if they are carnivores?
Mm-hmm. Oh, without question. And I would say it's something to add to anyone's diet. It's just something that's going to help your body. I mean, without question. I remember always asking the question, if you had a Testarossa Ferrari, would you put regular gas in it if somebody gave it to you? No, you wouldn't. But this is jet fuel right here. This is what that is. Literally, you will feel a difference. Take it for a couple of weeks and see how you feel. And I would say it'll probably kick in a little faster, but it is definitely something that fuels the body at its highest level.
Cheryl asked a question, and I want to interject right here. And Q, if you can help out. She said with so many brands on the market, is there one that you can recommend? And we put one up on the screen.
Yes, we definitely have one that we recommend, Spirulina. And you go to our URL and you can see the product that we recommend. We highly recommend this. Yeah. This can be done in powder form or tablet form. So Cheryl
and liquid.
Liquid form. So we want you to take a look at this, the form in which we highly recommend.
All right, we're gonna go on over to Kenny Adams, because Kenny's gonna talk about the circulation and how it helps with that and the cardiovascular aspect of it. Kenny, take it over, my brother.
I'm so grateful. First of all, I'm so grateful to be a part of this show, not only as a co-host, but also as a fan, because I'm learning a lot of things as you are as well. And me being a heart patient, a cardiovascular patient, spirulina studies have shown it has a positive effects on the body's blood vessels, helps in lowering blood pressure, reducing cholesterol, and improving in cardio function. Something that I really didn't know until a little while ago. But again, it's something that's very well, it's very good for you. It's something that you need to think about putting into and including into your diet. And I'm just so grateful to learn this information. Back to you, Lenny.
Well, there's a thing in here called peptide, SP6.
Right.
Kenny, can you tell them what that helps with in the slide, right?
Peptide controls the enzymes that help in blood thinning and prevents the formation of clots that can lead to heart attack and strokes. Blood clots in your legs and arms that appear out of nowhere. This is something that can help. Definitely help you with.
Which is just a tremendously amazing benefit.
Tremendously amazing thing.
From something that's supplementing your diet. Pierre, come. Why don't you talk about the aspect of the antioxidants and the beta carotene in spirulina? Why don't you break that down for him, brother?
Okay, well, basically, spirulina contains antioxidants such as beta carotene, which really has some powerful benefits. It helps reduce oxidative stress and cause muscle damage. It also It's great for after muscle recovery. After previous workout, getting muscles back, optimal condition capabilities. And I just got to say that I've taken spirulina before when I was fasting back in the day to help cure myself from arthritis in my knees. And I can pretty much tell you, I took it. Actually, there used to be a little store called Sun and Earth, and I used to get it from there in bulk, and I would make my own capsules of it because it was cheaper, and you got, like I already said, in the raw form possible. It does taste like seaweed. It does. So here at that point, I just wanted to be out of pain. The best thing about what I found out, Dr. Even say about spirulina, is that it kept me calm. It has so many B vitamins in there. If you're fasting, sometimes you'll have emotional highs and lows. Spirulina will definitely keep you calm and in a relaxed state. And one of the best benefits for the intermittent fasting, it helps to curb your appetite so you're not hungry all the time.
Yes.
And then if you're looking at it from the standpoint of nutrition-wise, it is a perfect protein. In other words, from what I understand, you can live off of spirulina.
You're right, Pierre. You're absolutely right. It's amazing.
Yes. If you had nothing else to eat, you could live off of spirulina for over 3 months. And so I can pretty much tell you, I took it every day for days. I didn't really have that much of a issue with the taste or whatever because I was doing it in the capsules. Sometimes you might burp it up a little bit, but it's a supplement. I just look at it like this: Mother Nature has given us everything that we need to keep ourselves healthy. Spirulina is something that almost everybody should have, because all these benefits.
Amen, my brother.
Amen, my brother.
I completely agree with that.
Absolutely.
Amen, brother.
You can be a big farmer, or you can do this, which is very cheaper, has no side effects. It's everything to benefit your body in so many different ways. I swear by it.
Amen.
I personally swear by it.
Amen.
I agree with you, Pierre. It's something when I found out about it a couple years ago. And you know what? I kick myself sometimes because I forget about it's so many good things out here. So sometimes it's out of my regiment, but I'm damn sure putting it back in my regiment on a regular basis. Yeah. We're going to go to our newest host.
Me too.
Our newest colleague, Armand Wallace, because Armand has some great aspects about it too. Armand, why don't you talk about the weight loss benefits of it? Because, man, you done lost a lot of weight. You're looking great. And I know when you start using this, you're going to be even more stout, my brother. Why don't you tell them about what's up?
78.
Hey, so spirulina is a low-calorie substance that can act as an appetite suppressant, decrease your desire to overeat. It also reduces cravings for sugary foods. Now, so what that means is you also have some action on your part or our part to do, which is we have to eat healthy and we must exercise. Okay, most of us on this show are foodies. I know I'm a foodie. The biggest thing is it's a suppressant that decrease your desire to overeat. Now, I know when I go to these cookouts, I'm filling the plate up. I'm putting the plate in my car. I'm coming back, eating more plates. That's what this is designed to do. It's designed to reduce your cravings to overeat and the sugary food. How about? So now, in fact, a 12-week study in 2018 by the Journal of Lipids, Health and Disease concluded that a group of obese participants had significant body mass index percentage reduction after consuming spirulina. So during that study, they took obese and overweight. There's a difference between being obese and overweight. So what happened was after using spirulina, all right, the obese lost more body mass than the overweight did. So just like Kenny, I'm learning so much on this show about the different products.
Yes.
And yes, this is the black seed oil. Awesome. This spirulina, I'm definitely going to get some of this.
Amen, my brother. Yeah. Amen. So look, audience, if we're gonna keep it moving. I want to thank the brothers for breaking down spirulina. because we're about to go on a cruise. We're about to go on a cruise, and we're gonna need to make sure we're gonna be eating a lot of food on the cruise and all of that. So we're gonna need to have our black seed oil, our spirulina. So Q, why don't you tell them about the
Yeah, I
cruise,
took
brother?
mine to the cruise last time.
Yes, sir. We'll be the Knight Brothers Cruise, which will be your reservations at the 800 number 819-3902 extension 85246 and X for Todd. And the cruise is going to be leaving on September 24th from Miami, Florida, and we'll be headed to several ports in the Caribbean, and we'll be returning on October 1st. And there are several options you can use. You can get an inside cabin, an ocean view cabin, or a balcony, or whatever you prefer. You just choose the one that fits your financial status, basically. But listen, we want to talk a little bit about cruising and vacations as a whole. And the Knight Brothers are going to be represented large on this cruise. We have about maybe close to 30 people who've decided to join us, including the people on this cruise right here. So you're going to party with us. We're going to break that down. We're going to San Juan, Puerto Rico, going to St. Thomas, and we're going to a couple other ports of call as well. So we want to talk about it all. Let's break it down as we move further.
So you see the islands up here. San Juan, Puerto Rico is amazing. St. Thomas, man, you can't get much more beautiful beaches than that. And the DR, we're going to the DR too. Somebody wants to know, I need somebody to buy me a ticket. That's Keith Colbert, y'all. If you need a roommate, you got Keith Colbert right here. Those of you just saying, I don't know if I can go by myself. Keith will go with you.
Booty. Keith,
if you don't make it, man, Keith, we'll FaceTime you, bro.
Oh, man.
My brother.
We might got a hookup right here. Me too. Who needs it?
Oh, hell no. No.
That's going to be a real hookup right there. So I don't know.
Yeah. Autumn.
Look, Vonda volunteered for a roommate too. She said, who wants to treat her in September?
Oh,
Ooh, Lord. Y'all got jokes. But look,
watch out.
I'm so excited, my brothers. I'm so excited. This is the first cruise I've been on since the last cruise I went on was in January 2020, right before the pandemic. And it was a whole thing about that, this, that, and the third. But I'm excited to go on this cruise, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of y'all.
So I got a question.
You had me nervous about what cruise you was on, boy. Like, last time you got tricked to the ship, you came here.
If you plan on being on the cruise, put a 1 in the chat group. If you plan on being there.
I'm bringing my babies with me. I'm bringing my babies.
Autumn said I got fall football. I can't go. Enjoy, guys. You know what they have on?
Yeah, I don't know about that because the fall football she's talking about is my son. I don't know about that.
One game, right?
I hear you. But look, I want to go around the horn real fast. Starting with you, Command Sergeant Major, you on the spotlight. What you like most about cruises and why you going, brother? Tell them folks what's up.
Well, when I was stationed at a G14 place called Johnson Island, it was 1 mile long, 2 miles wide, and I was on a cruise over there for a whole year. But I mean, the opportunity to meet people and to enjoy the view of the water. And I mean, it's just astronomical, man. And last time I went on a cruise, I went with whoever I was dealing with. This time, I'm gonna have my 2 daughters with me and my grandson. So guess what? Don't judge me, because every time you see me, I'm gonna be with a drink in my hand and with somebody, because I'm going to see.
My man. Coming over your way, Mr. Smith. You on spotlight, brother. Why you like cruises and what you gonna do when you get in there?
Man, Command Sergeant Major is a genius. He took a whole lot of my options, but bottom line, man, it's just the change of perspective, going to different places, the trip to the place. You party, all night, all day, whatever you feel like doing, it's gonna be on the cruise. So. Yeah, I like the whole situation where it's all inclusive.
Yeah, I like that aspect of it too. You ain't got to make your bed. You ain't got to worry about none of that food ready for you anytime you want. Joanne said, my team is going and leaving me to work. Man, what you tell everybody, Joanne? You ain't tell everybody. You know?
Yeah.
I feel bad enough as it is, man.
Make us feel bad every time.
We're going to FaceTime. We'll FaceTime.
Pierre Parker, talk to us, man.
Yeah.
What you like about cruises, man? What you like about cruises?
Man, I love cruises. You know, the fun, the food, the hot tubs, the entertainment. The idea of a roller coaster. Basketball when they have basketball court. Anything and everything that you want to do. Then you got these, calls. I've never been to any of these sports because I've been to the Dominican Republic, but I was working, so I didn't really get to enjoy myself. But I'm looking forward to this. I am definitely going, and I'm excited. More than anything, I'm excited about going with my brothers.
Hey man, I love that. I love that aspect, Pierre.
Exactly.
Marcus,
and like you said, Pierre, hold on. Like you said, Pierre, they do have basketball courts on the ship, so anybody that feel like they still got it, we can see.
Why don't you go ahead and expand on that, because I might have to take you up on a one-on-one. But Kenny, what you love about cruises, man?
What I love about cruises, first of all, it's not just the people you go with, it's the people that you meet on the cruise. The last cruise we went on, we met people from these guys from West Virginia, and they taught me some things that I know, but I didn't know about cruises, little tricks, and I'm going to share it with you guys off camera. But anything, it's just meeting people, and not only people you with, meeting people, just having a good time with your brothers, with your family, whatever. Lovely time. I can't wait.
Talk to the people, Armand.
First of all, you have some fantastic excursions, right? Whew. So not to mention being with the fellas and the family, be the first cruise with my fiance, and all this black seed oil and SPIRULINA. I tell you, man, they have the best cooks on that ship. So I'm gonna be tearing it up, man.
Yes.
And Armand, they got a gym too, but I think I might be stealing Q's thunder. Q, what you love about cruising, brother? Talk to us.
I just love the overall value that a cruise brings, man. The vacation, it's an awesome vacation value because you have your entertainment taken care of. You have all your food taken care of, and the many venues that you'll be able to choose from. You have your exercise portion taken care of if you want to do that. You have just so much shopping taken care of. You have the excursions, and you have different ports of call. So it just adds so many things all under one umbrella. And most of all, the opportunity to party with so many like-minded people who go in there to have a great time. And I'm so glad that so many people have decided to come along with us. And it's not too late. For those of you saying it's not too late, man. We have until August to get this thing paid for. So and it's not that expensive. It's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to the white party and some of the other things we're going to add. From the Knight Brothers perspective, those who are traveling with us, we're going to get some special perks. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And I want to create memories that last a lifetime.
Keith said, hold on, before I bring up Keith's question, Deetra said St. Thomas does have some of the many beautiful beaches, and you're right about that. And Micheline wants to know, are any of them topless?
Oh, you can find those. You can definitely find those.
Sis, hold on, sis.
I'm sure there's some topless, and it might be clothing.
Sis, we ain't doing that.
Hey,
some of them come
If Kenny says we're going topless, I'm bringing my movie camera.
I wind up
Don't hurt him.
All right, Deetra, I ain't gonna hurt him, cuz. If Kenny
ain't no topless going on, sis. Nah. I'm gonna be on the cruise with you.
You can go topless if you want to.
Look, I always say this: what happens on the cruise stays on the cruise.
That's right.
Do you, and what happens on the cruise stays on the cruise. So
So Keith wanted to know, and it's a great question, Keith. On the real, do you have time to play? Do you have time at the port? Like, so when you get to St. Thomas, do you have time to play a round of golf? Now, let me break this down because most cruises, you get there, they give you every bit of 8 to 12 hours from the port.
Yeah.
Right.
So you got a full long day to do whatever the heck you damn well please. I mean, and that's what Armand was talking about, excursion. If your excursion is to play golf, do you, baby. Do you and have your fun. That's what it's all about on the cruise. Don't let nobody tell you how you enjoy having your fun.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You do
So,
you.
Right.
You can dine, you can peruse, you can do whatever you want to do. Sightsee. It's up. It's your cruise. It's your cruise.
Yeah,
But do one thing. But
You can go to the
do
club at the
one
port.
thing
I got
after you do
something
all
else.
that. Be back at the boat on time.
Don't leave your ass. But I got some partners at St. Thomas, and I already don't told them, so we gonna be hitting the club in the daytime. You know, I'm rolling. You know, because I had a little friend. I've been to St. Thomas several times.
I hear you, brother.
I
And
got
we're
some
going
people.
again.
I got some people in Miami that work on the where you check your bags and stuff in. So we'll talk about that later.
We ain't hanging with the drug dealers, Kenny.
We'll talk about that later.
Vonda said they also got casinos. It's like a, Vonda, you're right. It's like a vacation that's like, it's like multiple vacations rolled into one. That's what I like about a cruise.
That's what I said.
If you want serenity, Vonda also said looking at the water from the balcony at night is beautiful. It's a lot of things you can do on that balcony at night. A lot of things you can do on the balcony at night. You know what I'm saying?
That balcony is something else. That balcony at night is something else.
Indeed.
Good to me. I'm ready to
Hey,
get on.
balcony. Leave it alone. Don't worry about it.
Hey guys, one more thing before we roll. Tiny URL /KB-black seed oil or that /KB-spirulina. Definitely get the stuff that's going to help your body do what it needs to do to stay healthy and perform for you so you can have an incredible time wherever you go. And if you're going on the ship with us, definitely get pumped up because we're going to be ready to go, baby. Ready to go. So let's do it.
White party. Bring your kids.
Vonda said, yeah, you ain't lying. There's a lot you can do on the balcony at night. I'm going to leave it right there. Leave it right there.
You know what the good thing about that is, Lenny? If you're doing something on the balcony that may not be on the up and up, they can't kick your ass. They can't kick you off the boat.
Yeah.
You sound like you.
Say what?
Try not to make too much noise.
Trying to the waves are drowning out, Pierre. No, closing thoughts. Armand Wallace, man, you're the newest member of the crew, man. We love having you on the broadcast. You bring a lot of value, wisdom, insight, jokes, man. I love it. What's your closing thoughts for tonight?
And my closing thoughts, man. I've learned so much about this spirulina. You know, Q opened my eyes to the black seed oil in relation to nighttime action. You know, it really works. It really works. You know, I thank you guys for having me. I just thank you for the knowledge that's being increased and learned. You know, it just doesn't get any better than this. Thanks a lot.
Amen. Coming your way, Pierre. What you got to lead the people with, man?
Yeah, I just want to tell everybody, man. You know, it's a blessing, you know, to be a co-host on this show, and I'm just grateful and thankful for the opportunity, you know, and I'm always, you know, have so much gratitude. And you know, I'm looking at these two supplements that these guys are promoting. And I'm saying that, you know, I have used the spirulina, and I'm using they work. You know, they work. Ain't nobody giving you no scam or nothing like that. This is for you, and it benefits you. To give you that help that you need to be able to keep up with us, because we the Night Brothers. You guys.
Hey, Frederick Harris, I want to see you and Kim on that ship with us, brother.
Yes, sir.
Kenny Adams, we're gonna let you close it out for me, Q, and Arden, because won't you give the closing thoughts for the night, Ka?
Hey, man. First of all, once again, a great show. I'm so thankful to be a part of this show. Like Armand said, to touch on what he said, we're learning so much as you are. we're not only a part of this show, we're also fans of the show. And we want to see you on this cruise. We're going to have so much fun. There's some things coming up. We're going to have glasses, T-shirts, and all. It's going to be a great time. I'm looking forward to seeing all of y'all. See you next week.
All right, y'all. With that, get your black seed oil, get your spirulina. We got more good products. We're excited, and we want to say good night until next week.
Good night. Right? We love y'all. See you next week.
We got some swag.
Hold
on, guys.